Rooster up. Coming to you from the Tennessee and truck stop here at exit 22 in Tennessee. Cornersville, Tennessee to be exact. And I said a lot of things about truck stops having paid parking and this, that, and the other. And it looks like this one's going that way too, because they got some gates up at each end of the lot where you're going to have to stop and get a ticket to proceed on into the parking lot. And I was inside eating my dinner, which has a very good barbecue pork and some ribs and beans and mac and cheese. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Highly recommend this place to eat. They got a little bar up top if you want to go up and have you a drink. If it's after hours, you ain't driving no more. You can go up, enjoy your cold beer, whatever you like. Got an ice cream shop, and then they got a little sandwich shop there that sells barbecue sandwiches if you're in a hurry. Just stop, grab your barbecue sandwich, and be on your way. It's after they rebuilt it. They had a big fire. They had to rebuild the place. It's a very nice place. But anyways, back to my point. I've been smashing on truck stops because of paid parking. And while I was in there eating, it dawned on me, a lot of these drivers, so-called drivers, pull into these truck stops, throw food in the microwave, drink their water out of their truck, then all their garbage goes out there on the ground along with their piss bottles and everything else. They don't go inside and spend a damn red nickel inside the truck stop, to help support the truck stop. And that's the exact reason why these places are going to paid parking. And I can't say that I blame them 100%. TA, Flying J, all that, the reserved parking, the paid parking, whatever you got to do. Is it their job to supply us with parking? No. This is a private individual that owns this. He doesn't have to supply us crap. Apparently he likes barbecue, he likes music, and ice cream because, he has live bands up in there. He's got his own bar. Food's good. So that's just like the TA and Flying J and Loves, and they do not have to supply us parking at all. So, all you assholes jumping up here saying, "Oh, there's a shortage of parking." Yeah, what it is there's a shortage of smart drivers. And that's the bottom line, because the smart driver will go in and spend a little money at the truck stop to keep these places up and going, and wouldn't be driving these truck stops out of business, because there's not a single truck stop in the nation that has to provide parking for any truck whatsoever. There's no laws stating that one person or the other person has to provide us with parking. As far as that goes, we can go back to the old days to where you're parking on the side of a dirt road somewhere trying to get a little nap before you go on to do whatever it is you do. We really have it nice. Y'all just don't know how much we do have it nice. And we are to be fortunate for that, instead of throwing our shit out there on the ground, bottles of piss and bags of garbage and what have you. That's disgusting, and that's really honestly what's making it hard on us today. And I don't see it getting any better because, they're not making smarter truck drivers, nor are they. Flip-flop, sock-wearing dumbasses. I mean, it just like a minute ago, Western Express driver, and I'm not calling out Western Express. I mean, you can put any name on there you want to. Pulling a flatbed, parked right there by the scales, was blocking everybody up. Walked inside, got food, and I seen her in there. She's probably in there about 20 minutes, and finally come sailing back out. And it wasn't a skinny gal, it was kind of a thin gal. She was pulling a flatbed, like I said. finally got in her truck and went on about her way. But it's crap like that that'll really just tear you up. I mean, it really makes it bad for us drivers that's trying to do good out here, trying to promote ourselves as a product and as a value member to society. And it's just really stupid how this stuff goes on. But that's my rant for today. I hate to see the Tennessean go to a paid parking system, but if that's what the person's got to do to maintain the lots and help keep the garbage up off the ground, that's what he's got to do. And I'm going to continue to support this place because, well, I like it. And hopefully it'll be where if you spend X amount of dollars in the store, then it's free, which I've seen that in quite a few places. You go in and you spend like $20 in the store, then your parking's free. So maybe he'll go to that system right there, and that'll be all right, because every time I go in here, I spend at least $20 because I'm going to eat that barbecue. That is some good stuff. And normally it costs me about $20 when I go in there and eat. For a good plate of barbecue, and I mean, it's a good plate of barbecue and a good, the beans are good. And my God, the buffet, oh man, they got a buffet up in their second to none. So, but anyways, like I said, that's my rant. I wish truck drivers would start policing themselves and do better, because it makes us all look bad. Just a couple of idiots can make the whole lot of us look bad, and it's horrible. So, well, y'all have a good weekend. Have a safe week next week. This is Rooster. Peace out.